Thank you for joining us for Wellness Wednesday today, sponsored by Vitality Unlimited Program Services, a certified community behavioral health clinic serving Elko and surrounding communities. Today's program is super special because we get to introduce someone new, and to do that, to help us do that, is Marianne McKown. And Marianne is our Vitality Unlimited Outreach and Partnership Development Coordinator. So Marianne, who did you bring with you today?
Thank you for having us on the show, Lori. And today I brought with me Vicki LaVersa. She is our new Eastern Nevada Behavioral Health Operations Coordinator.
And I know you're excited to introduce her to the community today. Vicki, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate being here.
Absolutely. And Vicki, we want to find out who you are and some of the credentials, the skills and experience that you bring to your new position, at least here in Elko.
Well, I came to Nevada back in 1998, Carson City in the Reno area, and I've lived there raising my children for the last 25 years. And I've been working in this field for the last 30 years. I came to Nevada having traveled across a good portion of the United States. I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I was in for approximately 6 years, 3 years active duty and 3 years active reserve status. And so I really enjoyed that portion, and then decided to come to Nevada and apply what I've learned during that opportunity, and became a licensed alcohol and drug counselor. I'm also a master addiction counselor and an internationally certified addiction counselor. And I've been working in the field, all senses of modality, from adolescents to adults, incarcerated populations to outpatient populations, and now find myself here with Vitality Unlimited.
Well, we're so pleased. And what special skills that you bring, and that emphasis in veterans, certainly. That's something that we have a very serious need. Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely. I think that's really where my heart falls for, is helping those individuals who made a great sacrifice and understanding of where they may put themselves and find themselves, whether in the United States or throughout the world. And so that certainly is a special need. The height of suicides that we see with veterans is incredibly high and devastating to not only the families that they come from, but their fellow soldiers and peers, whether it be sailors or Marines that they've worked with. The impact on one suicide is tenfold throughout their unit and their community. And so it is very devastating. And so it's nice to be able to, as we deal with veterans, to be able to bring a specialty of mental health, bring a specialty of the substance abuse disorders, and being able to help them is really near and dear to me.
Oh, Vicki. Vicki LaVersa is new to the Vitality Unlimited Program Services as the Eastern Nevada Behavioral Health Operations Coordinator. And Vicki, before we switch gears and take a break before we come back, I would think that the CCBHC model, that might also be important to you as you evaluate the needs of veterans in the community?
Absolutely. I think what happens is that when we treat an individual, we're not just treating the individual. We're treating a family system disease. We're treating a community disease. And in order to really be able to address the individual as a whole, we have to address all these co-occurring issues, whether it be mental health, whether it be substance use, whether it be trauma related to service-related issues, or a lack of housing, a lack of care, medical support. Unfortunately, I meet a lot of veterans that have difficulty with accessing VA benefits and being able to move forward. In that aspect, it's nice to be able to provide some services that will help facilitate that.
You can find all that and more with the caring staff of our CCBHC in Elko and surrounding communities. When we come back on Wellness Wednesday, we're going to talk more specifically about the services available at Vitality Center and just the work of the mobile therapy van, the outreach that's been going on in our community when Wellness Wednesday continues. Thank you for listening to Wellness Wednesday, brought to you by Vitality Unlimited Program Services, our CCBHC, which is a certified community behavioral health clinic serving Elko and surrounding communities. We met Vicki LaVersa, the brand new Eastern Nevada Behavioral Health Operations Coordinator. We touched on some of the services available at the CCBHC, but with Marianne McKown here, Marianne, I wondered, did you want to talk more specifically between you and Vicki about the services of Vitality Center?
As far as the Vitality Center, that is our residential facility, but it also gets serviced by the CCBHC itself. Anybody who goes to Vitality Center, and they go there primarily to treat their substance use disorder, but we also deal with a large population. Last year, 92% of our population had co-occurring mental health issues. So they can also receive services from the CCBHC while staying at Vitality Center.
Right. Vitality Center is a 30 to 45-day residential program in which we address the co-occurring issues. We address substance use specifically through a variety of different programs. We offer group counseling, individual counseling. We have psychoeducational counseling, and we treat the individual as the whole individual that's all encompassing. It's just not the substance use issue that comes forward. It's seemingly just a symptom of some behaviors that need to be addressed. And so it's well staffed in the sense that we have certified alcohol and drug counselor, and we have interns, and they really work very hard in being able to really provide a good quality level of care for all the residents that come in.
And we should note at this point, too, that all along there's been great community support. We have a new residence program for women, right? Did you want to talk about that, Marianne?
Well, a lot of people in the community know that our new women's house was built using city funds, using the ARPA funds that came from the city. A portion of it was built that way. But it actually is up and running, so our women are actually using the new house. So it's a wonderful thing for our clients. I think they very much were very happy to move into the new home.
And it was very generous. The staff helped to assemble the new furniture when last we met.
Oh, yeah.
That was the project. So that's great. And I think that does instill a lot of confidence. And, Vicki, when you're walking someone through some of the great issues of their life, you really have to unravel a lot of complicated things. Sometimes it could be domestic violence. Sometimes it's a different type of trauma, right?
Absolutely. I think as we look at each individual, they present with so many different things. And to say, one level of care fits all would be a misnomer, because we do have to treat the individual. They have individualized treatment plans. What do they want to work on? What works best for them in the area? We get people from all over the state. And so we do have a number of people that come in that we address. But we do address as an individual basis. Not everyone is the same. It's not a cookie cutter mold. It's really about treating them where they are and their needs, and meeting their needs for when they return to their environment.
Great support from our local CCBHC and the Vitality Center. Wellness Wednesday is sponsored by Vitality Unlimited Program Services, located at 215 Bluffs Avenue, Suite 200. They're online at vitalityunlimited.org, 775-777-VIPS. That's 8477. So those are the things that you would need to know if you would like to make an appointment, have a consultation, help a loved one, family, friend, if you are listening and you need some help or assistance. And when we come back, we're going to talk about another form of outreach, which I think has been really successful, Marianne. I've heard so many great things about the mobile therapy van. We'll talk more about it right here on this program when Wellness Wednesday continues. This is Wellness Wednesday. It's a program sponsored by Vitality Unlimited Program Services, our CCBHC serving Elko and surrounding communities. With our guest today, Vicki LaVersa. She is the new Eastern Nevada Behavioral Health Operations Coordinator. Marianne McKown is Vitality Unlimited Outreach and Partnership Development Coordinator. And she happens to man the van sometimes. I think it's fair to say you accompany the mobile therapy van on location, right?
On a lot of occasions, yes, especially when we go to a new location. So we've been taking our mobile therapy van out into the community since June. And we've been, even in these very, very cold months, and it's just going to keep getting colder, unfortunately, we still are going out into the community to make sure that people understand that if they can't come to us, we can go to them. And one of the exciting things that happened in December is we were actually able to take the van to Carlin. And that's one of the things that we're trying to get people to know, is that if they need an appointment, if they can't come into the clinic to see their therapist or their targeted case manager, they can call us and say, hey, I can't travel, whatever reason, I need to have my appointment, I need somebody to come to me. And that's part of that, being a practice without walls, is something that our CEO, Esther Quillisi, always reminds us of. We are a practice without walls, and we can reach people and get them the mental health services that they need.
And Marianne, sometimes it starts with just a conversation with someone, right? Could be someone in passing, someone curious. What's this big white Sprinter van doing here? And you are such a great personality. You reach out and say, how are you doing?
Well, I try. I've had a couple of occasions where I've had other staff, they're like, boy, you're just not afraid to talk to anybody. No, I'm not. But basically, we make sure that there are certain locations that we keep on a regular rotation. We go to the humanitarian camp on a regular basis. We've actually provided quite a bit of services to our homeless population here in Elko, but we also provide quite a bit of services going to Fish. Talking with Sherry at Fish, we go there every second and third Friday. In January, we're changing from 1 to 3 because their hours of operation have changed. So we want to alter when we're going to be there just slightly so that we're there when other people may need our services. But we've added on some places. On January 17th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., we will be at the Carlin Senior Center because, again, we're really trying to do some of that outreach into the county saying, hey, we can come to you. And we have clients that are from Battle Mountain. We have clients that are from Carlin. We have clients from West Wendover. So we're going to be reaching out to Wells and finding some locations there where we can take the van. And that way, hopefully, it makes it we're taking away one more barrier. We're getting rid of that barrier of transportation and letting people know that they can receive those services.
And these services are provided regardless of ability to pay, right, Marianne? In fact, you'll help people fill out paperwork.
We have sliding fee scales. Let's say you don't have Medicaid. Well, we have somebody embedded with us. You can call us, set up an appointment, and we have somebody who will be there. Her name's Babaka. She works for the state. She doesn't work for us. But it's, again, getting rid of that barrier that people need. So if you don't have Medicaid, or let's say you don't think you qualify, maybe you do. Or maybe your children qualify. That's the other thing. We've had the state tell us quite a bit. Even though the parents may not qualify for Medicaid, their children have a much lesser restrictions. So your children may qualify for Medicaid even if you don't. So please ask that question. Don't be afraid to reapply. And please remember, COVID it's still around, but we don't have those same restrictions. Basically, you need to reapply for Medicaid. You need to do those kind of paperwork. And we do take Medicaid. We also take Medicare at Vitality. So, and we have a sliding fee scale. There's, please, mental health is just as important as your physical health. In fact, it's part of your physical health. So it's a good thing to keep track of.
It's wraparound, just like a great big warm blanket.
Yes,
with the wraparound services from our very own CCBHC. We're talking with our guest today, of course, Vicki and Marianne from Vitality Unlimited. And we're going to continue our Wellness Wednesday segment after this break. This is our Wellness Wednesday program, here brought to you by Vitality Unlimited Program Services, which is a certified community behavioral health clinic serving Elko and surrounding communities. And Vicki LaVersa is the new Eastern Nevada Behavioral Health Operations Coordinator. And I know that even in a new position, but with as much experience as you have, Vicki, you must be really looking toward the future. There's a lot to do.
Absolutely. Our hope for the future has always been the same, which is to continue to strive and provide excellence in care when it comes to our community members. This is a population, often the mental health population or the substance use population, that is severely stigmatized, it's overlooked, it's underrepresented, and I think it's key to have people that are in their corner and being able to provide the services for them and to be open and to listen and not be judgmental. I think one of the biggest barriers is the fear of being judged. And I would say at Vitality Unlimited, the women that we have working not only as a residential program, but the CCBHC have been strong advocates throughout their life and their careers working for people that are underrepresented. And I couldn't really speak more about how proud I am of the team that is in place right now and developed, and the hopes for the future is to continue to grow that.
Oh, Vicki, that's fantastic. And obviously with the work that we talked about in the last break through the mobile therapy van, the targeted effort that you are able to make through duty military and veterans to make sure they're receiving the very unique health support they need, reaching out to children and to families, the very most vulnerable people in rural Nevada. Sounds like a great opportunity and a good fit for you.
I think so too.
Yeah, we welcome you to
Thank you very much.
Yes, to the Elko community. And so, Marianne, obviously, if people would like to meet with someone in particular on staff or to find out more, obviously, about what Vicki does as the Behavioral Health Operations Coordinator, are they likely to see her in the office?
Well, we have a couple different offices, so there's a possibility, though. I mean, there are days that she goes over to our residential facility and to the clinic because it's not very far away. It's right across the parking lot. So, but if anybody wants to come and get an appointment, all they have to do is call our number 775-777-8477. That is also our crisis line. You can get a hold of anybody if you need services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But also, if you want to get an appointment, you can also email us at vip@vitalityunlimited.org. So that's another way for people that sometimes maybe talking on the phone is a little scary, but you still want to have an appointment. You can email us and get that set up that way.
So this is comprehensive care through Vitality 24/7, 365, whether it's crisis or just maybe some routine maintenance or a little mental health checkup.
Oh, absolutely. And if you just want to stop by and talk to somebody when we're out and about with our van, our calendar, the January calendar, is already up on the website, and the website is vitalityunlimited.org. And if you go to the news page for our website, that's where you'll find the calendar.
That's perfect. Thank you, Marianne, so much. We look forward to seeing you out and about in the community, as we said, doing your fantastic outreach and partnering and all the collaborations that you have formed, making a huge difference, as you said, especially at Fish, the Senior Center, now working in Carlin. So if people have some ideas of places where they'd love to see the mobile therapy van, should they reach out to you?
Absolutely, yeah. If you want the mobile therapy van to come to your business or to your location, if there's somebody out in Wells, West Wendover, who wants us to come and bring the van, just give me a call. You can call the regular clinic line and just tell them that you need to speak to Marianne.
Perfect. Marianne McKown, our guest today, and Vicki LaVersa, what a pleasure to meet you. I'm sure you're going to be back on the program. We'd love to have you anytime.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, listeners, for joining us for another edition of Wellness Wednesday, brought to you by Vitality Unlimited Program Services, the VIPs, 775-777-8477.